Hello again, friends of the Chicken Protocol. This episode brings us the solution to the packet seen on 3/2/12, March 2nd, 2012. Alright, and as a reminder, here are the two packets that we posted last week. Now remember that last week we said we were looking at the frames, so that was your hint for this week. Since we were looking at just the frames, everything above layer 2 goes bye-bye. So for those that you are looking elsewhere, sorry about that, we're looking at layer 2. And many of you may have gone right after the MAC addresses, which is always a good place to start when you're looking at frames. And although it wasn't really what we were after this week, it does provide some clues. So the one on the top has 01 as a beginning to the destination MAC address, and this makes it a multicast frame. The one on the bottom has 00, making it a unicast frame. So good catch for those of you who are targeting the MAC addresses. We'll skip over the next field, the source MAC. They're both unicast. By the way, the destination MAC in the upper frame is actually reserved for spanning tree. But this week our real focus was on the next circled field. These are the control field values. And anytime you see a control field value of greater than 1500, that means that you're actually looking at an Ethernet type 2 frame, and that's what we have on the bottom, 0800. The upper frame has a value 1500 or less, and that actually means that it's a length field and that the frame is an 802.3 frame. And that's really the important difference here. They both exist on the network together, so any Ethernet network has both types of frames, and that's really the big difference here. The other difference is in the preamble, with an 802.3 frame having a 7-byte preamble and a 1-byte start frame delimiter, but Wireshark doesn't actually show us those. The last thing I'd like to point out here is that 802.3 frames are often combined with 802.2 headers, meaning that they encapsulate them. And what I'm pointing to in the upper frame are the destination and source service access points, and those just describe what is encapsulated inside the 802.3 frame, much the way that the Ethernet Type 2 control field tells you what's encapsulated inside an Ethernet Type 2 frame. And on the bottom one, I'm pointing to the 4.5 there. I've one-lined it because it's above layer 2, but that actually is the first part of an IP version 4 header, which is indicated by the 0800 in that circle. Well, that'll do it for this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And don't forget, we're on Facebook. We're going to start some discussions there, hopefully. And we've got that 100 subscriber giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And I will see you next week for an episode of the Packet of the Week.